Hello everyone, and now welcome to a 2v2 matchup. This is going to be between Please and DanGer going up against ArminvB and Sasuke. Sasuke and ArminvB spawning as the teal colors here. There is a Night Elf Sasuke and Orc ArminvB going up against an Orc DanGer and a Night Elf Please. This should be a pretty mirror match based. Ignore the colors between the bar here and what's on the mini-map. They are reversed as things are already getting underway. Gonna go ahead and speed things up to that 2-minute mark. Try to keep track of the heroes. This game is taking place here on Turtle Rock. All right, Altar of Elders gonna go ahead and keep up a Keeper of the Grove and a Farseer, ranged base heroes, going up against a Farseer and I believe a Demon Hunter. So Sasuke going for a Demon Hunter for that frontline hero here. 2v2 matchup on Turtle Rock should be a great game as the game is already getting underway. Let's take a look. Barracks already being placed down. War Mill does show that Headhunters will be placed down here in just a second, as the game, well, as I mentioned, is already started here. Keeper of the Grove looking to finish off the remainder of this creep camp. Keeper of the Grove archers moving on through. Please now looking to take down this proxy Ancient of War that was built inside Please's base. That Ancient of War is going to be able to, well, attack the trees, eat some trees, and perhaps create a little bit more of an opening as well, as the archers need to train up a bit as well in order to try and take down this Ancient of War. You can take a look. That Ancient of War is just simply plowing through all of these trees here, and it's also buying a bunch of time. Please, losing a lot of time just trying to clear out this Ancient of War. A bit of experience will be given as we are looking at that Keeper of the Grove while getting that much closer to level 2. Meanwhile, Farseer is out here trying to engage against another Farseer here. Demon Hunter is out here onto the battlefield. He seems it is a little bit late. Gonna go ahead and aggro those giant sea turtles and now try to make its way back, as the Ancient of War getting in a little bit of damage so far. Sasuke doesn't seem to be in as good of a position, losing that early Ancient of War, as Please is now going to be able to pick up a Ring of Protection +3 and more importantly get to level 2. Entangle will be on the table. Meanwhile, we're looking at the teal orc player clearing up this giant sea turtle creep camp, picking up a Slippers of Agility. Demon Hunter coming back on the other side here, trying to perhaps clean up the remainder of this creep camp, getting in some damage. However, a bit of denial right there. Who's going to get the last shots off there? There's level 2 now on the Keeper of the Grove. Demon Hunter still wants experience, gets entangled. Now mana burned there. Going to try and go for a potential surround. Demon Hunter able to break free, but now needs to take down another archer here, as quite a bit of damage is getting racked up. All right, there's a mana burn. Demon Hunter being forced to use a Scroll of Town Portal at 36 points, retreating all the way back. And Please is continuing to take that lead there, burning through that Scroll of Town Portal. The Farseer could have perhaps gotten the last shot off onto the Demon Hunter, but the Moonwell was nearby enough. Farseer looking to retreat back once again. Meanwhile, ArminvB, a Farseer here looking to clear out the Goblin Merchant Shop. Should be able to do that pretty easily. There goes another, and the Farseer picks up a Pendant of Energy. Plenty of mana for Chain Lightning and those Spirit Wolves later on. Coming back through, Demon Hunter trying to chase away Danger's Farseer as it retreats back off to the north. Down to the south here, well, nope, just some Spirit Wolves getting unsummoned there as the Keeper of the Grove ready to put on a bit of pressure. A lot of action all across the board in this Night Elf Orc mirror match. Now, DanGer has gotten quite a large army of headhunters, all sitting back at home. He hasn't really brought them out to play yet, but they may become a sudden powerful force, as his opponent may not be ready for them. An additional Orc Burrow is about to be done here. That means that the Tauren Chieftain should be trained up right behind it here, as the Farseer now picks up this Watcher Ward off to the side. Archers looking to clear out the remainder of this Ogre Warrior, Ogre Magi creep camp, as a Naga Sea Witch pulled in from the center as well. Keeper of the Grove does have Ring of Regeneration. Meanwhile, an ensnare onto the archer. The archer does shadow meld, and well, while ensnared, it is only revealed to the person who ensnares it, but Dust of Appearance, well, finishes it off. Large number of archers and headhunters here. Surprised that we don't see a Priestess of the Moon as that secondary hero, as we are already at Tree of Ages. Priestess of the Moon would work out extremely well with the amount of ranged damage, giving everyone essentially a 1-0 upgrade this early in the game could be extremely powerful. Back off to the north here, Farseer looking to surround a gargantuan sea turtle with a handful of units here. That gargantuan sea turtle taking quite a bit of damage, and now you're going to see another headhunter taking position right there, not allowing that gargantuan sea turtle to back away. Potion of invulnerability has been picked up as the Priestess of the Moon now joins in on a Please's side off over here. Keeper of the Grove still wandering back around here. There's a Scroll of Speed now trying to put in a little bit of pressure. Please could easily get caught out in the open. This could be a bit of a problem. Who's going to get the experience? Experience goes to the Teal team as now the Keeper of the Grove trying to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain does not have Endurance Aura. And now trying to use a Scroll of Speed, perhaps trying to get within stomp distance on those archers. Gets 2 of those archers right there. Those archers stunned down for quite a bit. Is it going to get taken out as well? Well, down to 3 hit points. Another Tauren Chieftain just puts his foot down. And, well, happy Father's Day to you all. Tauren Chieftain continuing to finish off the remainder of those units here. Tauren Chieftain sitting, well, halfway to level 2. Level 3 Farseer, level 2 Demon Hunter, level 1 Naga Sea Witch, and level 1 Tauren Chieftain, as Sasuke's Ancient of War absorbing quite a bit of damage from this gargantuan sea turtle here. All right, the Spike Carapace of that gargantuan sea turtle reflecting back a bit of damage. Level 2 now on the Naga Sea Witch, as, well, players are going to clear out these creep camps. No ensnare onto that Ogre Lord, just going to try and surround it. There is a purge onto it, slowing it down. And now that we have a proper surround, that Ogre Lord will not be able to break out easily at all. Another shockwave does rip on through, but I believe the Ogre Lord will end up getting taken down. Farseer going to pick up, or Tauren Chieftain going to pick up Claws of Attack plus 12 and hand it off to that Farseer for a bit of additional damage. All right, all of the gargantuan sea turtles dropping powerful consumable items. Potion of Invulnerability, Potion of Greater Healing, or Wand of Mana Stealing. And those are all extremely powerful items that can turn the tide of battle. Those survivability items being transferred to the frontline heroes, the Demon Hunter, or that Tauren Chieftain. Units now looking to retreat back. Tauren Chieftain gets mana burned once more. Are we going to see any purges on any of those units? No. Cold arrows trying to slow things down as the Farseer attempts to use a Scroll of Speed, but one Headhunter just outside of range will get picked off. All right, it looks like Teal is on the front door of Red's of DanGer's well, on the front door of DanGer, but attempting to back away again. The majority of the creep camps have already been cleared out, or even this one here, the main red creeps have already been destroyed, as Mountain Giants now joining in from Please's side. We are 9 minutes into this game, or not even 9 minutes into this game. We are already looking at Mountain Giants out here onto the battlefield, as we are now taking to tier 3. All right, Please, with those Mountain Giants, should be able to get some additional upgrades as well. Priestess of the Moon with that True Shot Aura, giving some bonus damage across the board, as the Tauren Chieftain does want to get to level 3 for that larger radius stomp stun. Druids of the Claw also joining in on the battlefield as well. The Naga Sea Witch wants level 3, the Tauren Chieftain wants level 3, as we see dual pendants of energy on that Tauren Chieftain that could translate to a lot of stomps, especially without the mana, without any sort of way to remove mana from that Tauren Chieftain, like a Demon Hunter. Sasuke does have the Demon Hunter, but that, well, he's going to be fighting alongside there. Tauren Chieftain now wants to finish things off. Here we are. There's a Potion of Healing as well. Farseer now going to back away, getting the last remaining bit of experience, as well as the Tauren Chieftain should be able to get there, even with that Farseer nearby. All right, majority of the creep camps have been cleared out. Only 2 Forest Troll Berserkers are left here. And if we ever see them cleared, that would actually be a surprise to me at this point, as both sides should be trying to engage against each other shortly. Coming back through, Hood of Cunning, +5 to intelligence and agility. Plenty of mana, plenty of armor. Going to be able to deal quite a bit of damage. Druid of the Claw, well, finishing things off there. I believe I heard the Berserker upgrades on DanGer's Headhunters, and those have now upgraded. Meanwhile, Armin still looking to get that Berserker upgrade, about, well, 40% already done. Keeper of the Grove, level 3, Priestess of the Moon sitting at level 1, nearly level 2, as we are now seeing DanGer set up an expansion in the middle portion of the map. trying to expand towards his opponent and then start, well, gaining additional resources while shutting down his opponent here. So far, though, no true tell signs, as berserkers now going to be getting in some bonus damage. There's a roar, and here we are getting ready for the engagement. Purge taking down some of those treants already. Fork lightning coming down, and this is a battle right now. Front line, bears going up against the mountain giants, both sides trying to fight their way through. Stomp coming in, Torrent or Keeper of the Grove already getting stunned out, being forced to use the Scroll of Town portal. Farseer gets the memo, he wants to back out as well. Torrent Chieftain get the last ditch stomp effort, taking down a bear before getting whisked away. All right, being able to retreat back and heal back up and reset yourself is a key part of this battle. Meanwhile, bears are in that front line, the berserkers with 2-0 upgrades, and still no Priestess of the Moon that I see for Teal's army. We are looking at a Great Hall being established in the center portion of the map, and that could get pressured down already as we are getting ready into that engagement. Here you are, there's berserkers with no Bloodlust and Endurance, or they do not have their Berserker Frenzy going, as the Torrent Chieftain comes in with a big stomp there. There's a stomp going back on the other side, now trying to flank in from this side as well. But however, all of the headhunters or berserkers here do not have a very strong front line. Mountain giants now trying to make their way across here, as the berserkers of the Teal army able to close in as well. However, red is now trying to pincer play the other side, as the Shadow Hunter has fallen at level 1. Torrent Chieftain, Torrent Chieftain of red now looking to back away, as it is low on hit points. Both sides still fighting desperately through. Staff of Preservation saving a handful of mountain giants, I believe, as the battle is still going strong. Great Hall nearly destroyed. Mountain giants trying to taunt, trying to pull damage away, as Danger's red Torrent Chieftain may end up getting taken down to 34 hit points, down to 8 hit points, and finally getting taken down there. All right, losing that Torrent Chieftain. Only the Farseer is up there, as the Demon Hunter able to escape at 12 hit points. Meanwhile, some low hit point Druids of the Claw able to escape at 26 hit points, as now the Farseer needs to escape back away. Torrent Chieftain still has a decent amount of mana for one more stomp. Meanwhile, all of these berserkers trying to retreat back, a little bit of damage over time, ticking away at those units here, as the berserkers do have a Bloodlust, able to move a little bit faster, getting in a bit of taunts, and now trying to engage once more. All right, berserkers down to 90 hit points, down to 53 hit points, could end up getting destroyed here. The fortified upgrade is done on those burrows, as the mountain giants picking up a club and able to destroy many of, or destroy that early voodoo lounge, and perhaps now go after the barracks. In comes Teal coming in from the side here. We could get into a little bit of a pincer issue, as this is only the red and night elf army. The orc side is not here, and this is now going to turn into a 2-on-1 fight. More mountain giants joining in on the battle. There goes a entangle, followed by a dispel there, as the Torrent Chieftain of Teal now trying to push in from the other side as well. Dryad now trying to join in on the battle to try and reinforce here, as we're still looking at, well, 2-on-2 fight once again. Where are the armies? This battle is just multiple screens, but there's a bunch of berserkers not engaging in the battle now, as the mountain giants are trying to fight their way through. Having all of your army engaging is a key portion here, as the Dark Ranger of Sasuke is out here on the battlefield, and the Demon Hunter gets taken out. Demon Hunter falls, I believe, at level 3 there, as we're looking at the mountain giants trying to retreat back once more. Keeper of the Grove does not have Thorn's Aura. I believe Thorn's Aura would actually work out fairly well here, as the Demon Hunter now going to try and continue to give chase. Staff of Preservation for the save here, as we are looking at the Great Hall in the center is up and operational, even though it is low on hit points. Turning back around, we are now seeing quite a bit of damage going back onto the Druids of the Claw. They are absorbing quite a bit of damage. There goes one Druid of the Claw, as we are looking at a 2-on-1 fight here. Bears and the Orc army trying to engage here. Where is the rest of the red army here? They're going to be coming in from the north, perhaps trying to do a little bit of a pincer play if they overcommit or overchase. No overchase here. Watchtower now trying to be placed down, as we are going into an engagement now. All right, red going to go ahead and engage, but the other part of the red army of Please is not engaging at this fight, as the Great Hall looks like it will get taken down. Multiple fights underway. Peons getting destroyed. Berserkers looking to finish off some of those units as well, as the Naga Sea Witch, Dark Ranger, and more units still wandering around the map here. Center portion, Armin now has an expansion here off to the side, a little bit of a ninja expansion out of the way, but currently operational. Archers trying to do a little bit of scouting and will quickly scout this out. Keeper of the Grove, Priestess of the Moon gets up to level 3. Keeper of the Grove will stay at, well, we'll get to level 4 because of the Spirit Wolves giving a little bit of bonus damage here. Druid of the Claw also being offered up here, as this Druid of the Claw doesn't even bother to get one attack, just giving free experience to Please. Teal army now trying to engage here. Meanwhile, well, it looks as though DanGer trying to shut down the expansion or the ninja expansion off to the side, making sure that the economic advantage doesn't get out of hand. Meanwhile, Teal now coming in, kind of trying to trap Please in this position. Scroll of Town Portal will allow him to get away as all of those units are backing up here. All right, the expansion looks like it will be destroyed, but it is difficult to take down an expansion with just mass piercing damage. That fortified armor greatly reducing the amount of damage done here. All right, one archer being left behind and not getting pulled back for some strange reason, as this game is still going strong. 16 minutes into this game, still no clear winner as of yet. Expansion of the Teal Orc is going to be operational again shortly. Meanwhile, trying to fight in the center here. Demon Hunter may try to get a mana burn off. No, doesn't get the mana burn off, as the Teal army going to be re-engaging in the center portion here. A couple of purges onto Druids of the Claw. Mass Bloodlust, Frenzy, Endurance, or a True Shot. Berserkers dealing massive amounts of damage here. In comes a Stomp as well. Spiritling trying to go down across, as this is just mayhem in the center portion of the map. Meanwhile, Nagasiwich continuing to push its way through, and both sides, Scrolls of Healing being used, Stomps getting placed down. Who is coming out on top here, as side after side is taking quite a bit of damage. Level 4 now on the Tauren Chieftain of Armin. He does have level 2 Endurance, or he throws down a Stomp, but doesn't really hit anything, as the Tauren Chieftain backed away in time. This Tauren Chieftain now trying to hide on back, will be able to hide here, as the Demon Hunter using a Scroll of Town Portal to head out just in time. All right. Low hit point Druids of the Claw. A couple of rejuvenations are in order. Sasuke sitting at 46 supply. Meanwhile, 54 supply here, 46 supply here, and 55 supply. We are pretty much even overall in supply, but Sasuke's Druids of the Claw will be refreshed and ready for battle. And meanwhile, the Mountain Giants of, well, Red actually look fairly decent as well. All right, both sides have fairly healthy units. I don't see any, well, units back at home that are still waiting to be healed aside from the heroes, and they will be ready for action momentarily. Sasuke now trying to bring in the charge here. Druids of the Claw will need to go back into Druid or Bear form here in just a moment. That Druid of the Claw needs to go into Bear form. Here we are. Tauren Chieftain could have a bit of problems, constantly getting purged, as the Tauren Chieftain could fall. It falls at level 4. No more Endurance Aura. The Berserkers only attacking with average speed now instead of fast speed, and now going to engage against all of these units. Druids of the Claw still trying to absorb some damage in that frontline spot, as the Mountain Giant taking quite a bit of damage from the Druids of the Claw. Right, rejuvenation on Druids of the Claw is trying to save a bit of damage here, as we see a Staff of Preservation saving a Mountain Giant. Bear is getting taken down, and this, well, fight into the corner here was going to come out on top. Tauren Chieftain comes in with the Staff of Preservation for the save. Lightning Shield onto the Tauren Chieftain, as he is accidentally dealing damage back to his own friendly units. Both sides still fighting their way through. Farseer, so much Bloodlust, poking damage through and through. A couple of Scrolls of Healing would be extremely beneficial here for both sides, as both sides have suffered quite a bit of damage on a lot of units overall. All right, still trying to stick around in this fight here. Level 3 on the Dark Ranger. Dark Ranger could get taken down. It falls as well, giving level 4 now to the Tauren Chieftain. Tauren Chieftain trying to dive on in. Doesn't have that much mana for a Stomp, but still trying to put in pressure. Meanwhile, Mountain Giant off to the side. It's going to get Staff of Preservation and saved once again. Keeper of the Grove. There's a Stomp right there. And now level 5 on that Keeper of the Grove. There's a Mana Burn. Tauren Chieftain now being forced to retreat back. There's a Fork Lightning, as Danger's Tauren Chieftain is in danger, down to 43 hit points after a Fork Lightning there. There goes a Nagasiwich as it gets taken down, and, well, a handful of units being left behind here. All right, Teal going up against Red. That is Farseer going up against the Night Elf. Orc versus Night Elf here. Nagasiwich getting taken out. Armin trying to continue to finish things off here, as Please tries to retreat back with those Mountain Giants. And it looks like both sides will be ready to retreat here in just a moment. Rejuvenation onto the Demon Hunter. However, he cannot stick around in this fight for very long. Needs another rejuvenation momentarily. He's trying to retreat all the way back. There's a little bit of slow poison. Druids of the Claw could get another rejuvenation off here. Not quite sure why it isn't doing exactly that. The Dryad doesn't have as much mana. Should be going back into that fight and ready for action. All right, long drawn out, large battlescape fights taking place here on Turtle Rock. Mana burn onto a Priestess of the Moon. Demon Hunter pretty much stuck in position, unable to do very much, trying to get away, now getting hexed. Demon Hunter down to 200 hit points, down to 100. Is he going to get rejuvenated? No, he is not. Even with rejuvenation, that's just far too much focus fire and damage to try and overcome. Level 4 Demon Hunter is taken down. Meanwhile, Hex onto the Farseer. Farseer, is it going to get taken down? Yes. Had a Scroll of Town Portal, but it simply lasted too long. Level 5 now on the Farseer, and things have tipped in favor of red as the Tauren Chieftain now tries to back away. There's the GG. Well played, as well. Please and DanGer come away with the win. A great battle going back and forth, but it was the final hero kills at the end making that difference. You can see Please with 6 hero kills in that game, making it so that, well, resurrecting those heroes would just be far too much, and way too much experience was given. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Hope you guys